Hi Leo, welcome to a new era. My name is Emma. Leo, this is your love reading / love story that is starting today on the 27th of May, and I'm incorporating the frequency of the number into the reading. So today we have number 2, which is all about conversation, communication, and relationships. And then we have number 7, which is a completion, or rather it's a having worked towards something that then on the 7th day he rested. It's like let's reap the rewards now. Let's have the fruit of what we've sown in the past. And then combining those two, 7 plus 2 equals 9. So there's an ending to something. We're ending something and then beginning something new. So let's see specifically what's going on for you, Leo. For the very near future is what I'm asking about. And I'm using the Archangel Power Tarot cards by Doreen Virtue. But it's not a typical tarot reading because I don't know tarot. I only use the images of the cards to get my intuition going. So let's see, Leo, what's happening in your love story. At the end of the video, there's going to be a extended. If you resonate with this, you probably resonate with the extended as well. Ooh. Cool. First card out is number 7, the Chariot. Wow. That one flipped out there. Oh. Next one is 20, new beginnings. 2 purple borders. I feel like this is very much a process, a progress, like we're laying the foundation of this first, and then we move on to the next, and then we move on to the next. So there's like a build-up. Wow. So we're starting with this first one. And if you've heard me talk before, you know that, and I do apologize, the program reverses the images in the cards. I'm keeping it in for now for various reasons. This is the Chariot. It says number 7, so it's a strong emphasis on 7 due to today's date as well. And if you heard me talk before, you know that every time a unicorn or a peacock shows up, I know that there's a soulmate connection in the wings, and this is two unicorns coming out as a couple, very much yin yang, very I almost want to say unlikely. The feeling I get is it's a very unlikely. I think it's called unlikely because it would unlike. No, that's something different. It's very unlikely that these exact unicorns would come together. Like there's one is black and one is white, and obviously it could mean that it's a color. There's a ethnicity thing going on here. It could be, but it could be so many more things. I'm not sort of saying anything that it's how could those two come together? Not at all. But I think the feeling that you have, if you're black, you never thought in your life that you were going to date somebody or marry somebody that your soulmate was of the opposite color. Maybe you have an upbringing that told you not to, or whatever, and vice versa. Maybe completely opposite religious beliefs, maybe completely opposite political views, maybe completely opposite sides of the world. Whatever this is, one is white and one is black, and it's but that's why it's such a yin-yang balance. I think if there's any type of perfect balance to we talk a lot about like the masculine and the feminine energy, and obviously masculine energy doesn't necessarily mean male, or feminine energy doesn't necessarily mean female, because each person can carry a lot of both. It can be a complete balance, but we tend to have more of each than the other. Me, for instance, I'm way more masculine than I'm carrying feminine energy, and it took a while to understand that one. And I think that for you guys, it's like coming together with this person. If I didn't say that out loud, Leo, here's your soulmate. Like, your soulmate is coming in. Have they not already? It's coming in with thunder and lightning. It's like, it's not coming in quietly. It's really letting you know that this is the person for you. 2 unicorns. And I feel that the balance between the feminine, yes, correct. The balance between the feminine and the masculine is like so on point. So whatever, first and foremost, you have sort of a balance within yourself, and then they have a certain balance within themselves between the masculine and feminine. And you guys coming together, it's like, you might not sit there talk about, oh, there's so much masculine in you and there's so much feminine in me, and that therefore there's like such a match. But you might just feel the balance. You might feel that, oh my God, it just matches. It's like the energy is just playing off of each other, and it's like rather the opposite. Let's go to the positive. It's so easy. It's an easy flow in it, because it's not too much of the masculine in one and too much of the masculine in one, and so therefore there's like a butting heads. It's not so much feminine in one and so much feminine in one. Is like nothing much is happening. There needs to be that pull. It needs to be the attraction for it to work. It needs to be enough balance between the masculine and feminine for the balance to work, for the magnetism to arise. And I feel like if you were to be able somehow, some way to sort of measure the masculine and feminine in each other and matching each other, you would sort of find the perfect match here. It's really beautiful. I know that the chariot, I think it's something good. In the tarot description, I believe there's something really good about it. If I just leave that out, we have a completion here. We have the number 7 as I described for the today's date. I'm pointing there because I have the date on my computer there. And it is telling you that you worked so hard to get to this place. You've gathered enough information, enough wisdom, enough maturity, enough soulmate material in yourself, if that makes sense. Like, we can be so focused on the other person, that the other person is going to bring this and the other person is going to bring that. How much of a match are you to what you're asking for? How much of a match are you for what you're asking for? It's just like saying the same thing about applying for a job. Do you have the education to you just don't search for, I'm going to be a brain surgeon and you can start the next day just because you wanted to. You need to have enough education to match the thing that you're looking for, right? And in any other, it's just easier to take that one because everybody understands and likes the fact that somebody has done some research before they do some research on your head, or in your brain rather. But sort of having a child and having a partner, we seem to like, let's just do that. And then sort of haven't really trained ourselves to be a perfect match for having a baby, or a perfect match for having a partner. And like, what can you do? What can I do to be the perfect material for this partner that I'm attracting or applying for, if that makes sense? And you both seem to have had enough life experience. You have had enough education, if you will, to get to this point where you are yourself soulmate material, so that you are actually valid to apply for this person. I hope it makes sense and not sounding very picking apart what should just be very natural and beautiful. It's magic all around. Like the magic it's just magic all around. I think that you will feel it and believe it as magic, as feeling magical, feeling very new, refreshing, something you've probably never had before, due to the fact of what you worked up towards, like what you had to work through in other relationships and with yourself to reach to this point. There's a lot of symbolism going on. I think there's a lot of signs and synchronicities around you at this time. There's something to that. It's this determination and self-control on the bottom. And it also says acknowledgement of success by others. I'm going to let that hang there for a bit. I feel drawn to those words, determination and self-control. So there's something about this where I started out saying, like, there's a, let's do this first, and then we moved into the next category or the next round, in, if you will, in this relationship, and then to the next. It's like we're sorting one thing out after the other, but we need to sort it out first before we move on to the next thing. And that can be anything. You probably know what that is with me describing it that way. And I think there's where the determination and self-control comes in a bit, to sort of, you see where this can go, and you're maybe a bit far into the future at times, but to sort of have some sort of self-control to determine, yeah, that feels really great, but what is the next most beneficial step for us as a couple, for us as a soulmate union coming together here now? What is the next most beautiful step? And then you have the acknowledgement of success by others. So I think others will look at you and just go, oh, I want that too. If there's somebody else that is like looking for somebody, I think you're going to be really good, like setting the tone for what a beautiful relationship should or could look like. And then we're stepping into the new beginnings, brand new beginnings for you. We have number 20 there. So 20 for me lately has become like a 2.0 version of yourself. Like you're upgrading yourself, which means you're upgrading a whole lot of things around you, not just for relationships and this soulmate connection, but rather, I shouldn't say but rather, and also so many other beautiful things. It's a brand new beginning for you. So I think there's a lot of things just falling into place all at the same time. Like this soulmate union or reunion is just I'm using words that doesn't fit. It's not just it's a huge accomplishment. It's a huge milestone. I even want to call it a milestone in your life. And this milestone, this beautiful new relationship will kickstart so many other things. It will have like I think it's called avalanche. I can't even pronounce it, avalanche. Like you're starting this thing that kicking off the next thing that kicks off the next thing that kicks off the next thing. And that could be due to like in the relationship, but it's also other things that are falling into place that you have been looking for, searching for, been wanting for a while, and it just helps out with that. This is where I think you will open the, let's call it the floodgates, but you will open the heavens to, like the heaven is coming in to sort of give to you what it is that you want. And this is like when you open up your heart in this manner, when you open up your heart to be this vulnerable, you're opening up your heart not only to the relationship, but to so much more. And you being responded to. It's like you're opening up for so many beautiful new things. because this relationship has come in, because it has entered. So it's talking about a brand new beginning in so many areas. And it's all happening between, we have like a 20, so it's a 2.0 upgrading version, but it's also 2020, like this is the year. This is the year where it's all taking place. On the bottom is starting a new life, finding your purpose, a forgiving and compassionate review of the past. And that's what I feel with like coming into this place where you're at now. We sort of, I have this expression that we sort of have to thank the douchebags, because had you not been in a crappy situation before where you sort of really got to know yourself and really got to know your strength, and maybe even understanding the amount of power that you have, the amount of strength that you have that you really did not think that you had, even though you're a Leo, I think that building this almost new character, building this, I guess you can't build a completely new personality, but it's like you find this strength and you find this power due to, it's not until you're really on the bottom financially that you understand how much you can do just by sheer will. It's not until you're on the absolute complete bottom in a really sucky relationship where you fully ask for and fully understand what you're worthy of. It's like the further down the bottom, the further up the heavens. It's the rubber band analogy that how far if you have a rubber band around your finger and you're pulling, and it just hangs there, nothing really happens. What do you do today? Nothing. Do you wish for something? No. Are you good? I'm okay. Nothing will happen. Those people exist as well. I call them boring. I'm sorry. We need those people as well. And I'm so happy for them that they're happy in their very happy life, in their very ordinary, okay life. If you're anything like me, which is a sucky place to be at times when you're on the bottom, it's like when you ask for more things, when you just pull that rubber band further and further back, it's like, is this the bottom? No, let's try a deeper one. Is this the bottom? No, let's go further. Is this the bottom? No, I think we take quite a bit more to find out where the actual bottom is. And you pull it like as far down as you can come. Once you then let go, once you then understand that this bottom stuff isn't all that nice, like try that out now. We know this one now, so let's see what's on the other end. You don't even have to go to the other end. You just need to let go whatever brought you to the bottom. And once you let go of that, the rubber band, as far down as you've pulled it, as far to the other side it will get. So just imagine, Leo, the worse you've felt, the better you have the possibility of feeling. The worse financially you've been, the better financially off you can be. The worse you've been in a relationship, hence you can now attract this, because you've been on the bottom love-wise, and maybe you don't have to take it that far as I've been taking it, but Leo, we seem to do that. So you're a Leo, so you've probably done that as well. The thing that you probably have done, though, without completely almost wiping yourself off of this earth, you probably have been with people that has made you ask for what you want. So maybe they weren't treating you completely like bullcrap, but they maybe were in particular ways for you to ask for what you truly want, because it has made you be very clear about what you don't want, right? And so we have this brand new beginning. We're starting a new life. You're finding so many different purposes. You're finding that you even are able to release and forgive the past, because the very path that was the past has led you to where you now are. And then I get the song again, God Bless the Broken Road, that led me straight to you. And then we have this page, and the page for me lately has turned up as a turning. Now we're turning a page and moving into the next phase. Page of Gabriel. So there's something about the inner child that is being healed as we speak. I immediately get very emotional when I say that. So this could have meant that some of you guys have had some traumas from early childhood. maybe have had a very distorted view of what love is supposed to be. And page of Gabriel just means that we're turning the page in having that distorted view on love, having that distorted, you're not being supported or loved as a child, or just looking at whatever people around you that should be your, whoever have had a perfect upbringing, I don't know. But to have those people around you that really are showing you love and showing you what it's supposed to look like, maybe you didn't have that whatsoever. But we're turning and paging that. We're finding balance. I see that like you're so completely, I feel like this is you. This usually would have been you, but this is so much you. And it's like finding the balance again and finding that healing place within yourself. And I don't think maybe you even done all that much to, I shouldn't say that because you live life, but like I don't think that you particularly maybe sat down working on your inner child, but it sort of have taken place. The healing has taken place over time due to the different aspects of your life, due to different situations that you've chosen over time. And now we're stepping into this openness to creativity and to passion and to fully enjoy this love relationship, to be able to maybe for the first time fully enjoy it. So I'm going to move into the extended and see what I can find there. I just want to say on the bottom there it says, follow your passion. You're ready for any challenge. Opportunities for excitement and adventure. Absolutely gorgeous. So I'm going to see what else I can find for you about this most delicious soulmate connection in the extended. So if you feel drawn to it, you're much welcome to click the link in the description box down below. If this is where we part ways, then thank you so much for watching and I hope to see you back soon. Take care, Leo.